August 24, 2016, police in Albuquerque, New Mexico responded to a 911 call about a domestic dispute. When the officers arrived at the address, they discovered a dead body of a 10-year-old girl, wrapped in a blanket in the bathroom of her mother's apartment. The community would soon learn of the years of abuse that led to this young girl's horrible fate. Victoria Martens would prove the victim of a system that could not act before it was too late.
Happened to this little girl. It's horrific.
Victoria Martens spent her entire life in Albuquerque, New Mexico, living with her mother Michelle Martens and attending Petroglyph Elementary School on Albuquerque's west side. She attended gymnastics class once a week and instructors report that she seemed to be a happy social little girl. Unfortunately, the teachers and other adults in her life never realized the nightmare Victoria was experiencing at home. Michelle Martens would later admit to investigators that she used an online dating website, Plenty of Fish, and men who she met at her job at a local Bye Bye Baby, to invite them to have sexual interactions with both her daughter Victoria and her other younger child Matthew. The state's Children, Youth and Families Department reported that 5 phone calls had been made over the years regarding Victoria's household. However, the majority of these calls were made by Michelle Martens, consisting of accusations of neglect toward her ex-husband. Both children were interviewed during the investigations into these claims, but no accusations of abuse or neglect were ever substantiated. Daycare workers, investigators, and other adults in her life never noticed any signs that the abuse Victoria experienced was occurring. In July of 2016, just a month before Victoria's murder, her mother met Fabian Gonzalez online. His arrest record dated back to 2004, including previous charges of child abuse and resisting arrest. Eventually Michelle met Fabian's cousin Jessica Kelly as well, who was freshly released from prison. Her arrest record sported largely dismissed charges of battery and domestic violence. Like Michelle had done in the past several times before, she arranged for Fabian Gonzalez and Jessica Kelly to have sex with Victoria and her younger sibling. Unlike the previous times, Victoria would not make it out of this encounter alive. On August 23, the birthday of Victoria, Fabian Gonzalez and Jessica Kelly arrived at Michelle Martens' apartment, with the intent of raping Victoria Martens while her mother watched. Investigation revealed that they gave the 10-year-old alcohol and methamphetamine in order to calm her down. After sexually abusing the girl, Gonzalez choked her, and Kelly covered her mouth while she stabbed Victoria in the stomach. Michelle later admitted to the police that she sat back and watched Gonzalez and Kelly rape and murder her daughter, even though the girl begged for mercy and did nothing to stop it. Neighbors reported seeing Jessica Kelly carrying Victoria into the apartment at 10 p.m. that evening. A question from Kelly to Martens was overheard, "Are you ready?" They reported hearing screams several hours later. Right before dawn, Michelle and Fabian emerged from the apartment to tell neighbors that Kelly had struck them with an iron. Neighbors asked where the daughter was, and called the police after discovering that she was still back in the apartment. The unholy scene the police walked in on shook even the veteran officers to the core. Gonzalez and Kelly had dismembered Victoria's body, wrapped her in a blanket, and set her on fire, leaving her remains in the bathtub. The officer saw smoke rising up from under the bathroom door and burst into the room to quickly put out the flames, finding the devastating scene as they did. By that time, it was too late. Victoria Martens was pronounced dead at the scene. After inspecting the scene, they found her arms, a portion of sternum, heart, and left lobe of liver wrapped in a plastic bag in a laundry basket. Michelle Martens later confessed to the police that she set up meetings with multiple men to have sex with her son and daughter for her pleasure. She arranged the meetings between the men and her children because she was curious. Eventually this curiosity morphed into pleasure and, as Michelle told police, she enjoyed being a witness to the rapes. As the information came to light surrounding Victoria's tragic history of sexual abuse at the will of her mother, the community united in their devastation. A birthday memorial was arranged to honor Victoria, giving her the birthday celebration she was never able to attend. Several months later, the public was invited to her funeral and hundreds attended. Attendees wore purple, her favorite color, and children received purple teddy bears at this memorial service. Michelle Martens is the first of the 3 suspects to be tried for Victoria's gruesome murder. The trial is set for July 29, 2018.